Close. Good morning, friends. So let's recall our yesterday's lecture. Yesterday, we discussed conservation of charges, then Coulomb's law, the general formula of force, or we can say electrical force or Coulombian force, is F equals K Q1 Q2 upon R square. In this formula, all quantities used are only with their magnitudes. There is no indication of direction at anywhere in the formula. But these two charges are of equal type and may different. So if those charges used are of equal type, that is both are positive or both are negative, then in that case the force generated between them is repulsive in nature. And if one charge is positive and one is negative, that is unlike charges, then the electrical force generated between them is attractive. Here K is known as Coulombian constant, as the formula was derived by Coulomb, and the value of this constant is 8.9875 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square by Coulomb square. And as I told you, for numeric purposes, it is considered as 9 into 10 raised to 9. And for this unit, SI, as shown here. It is SI unit, Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Also, we discussed that the Q is actually 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, where epsilon 0 is permittivity of a free space, and its value is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. I suggest you to find the dimensional formula of epsilon 0 yesterday, and I hope everyone of our class completed that task given to you. Now, the next topic we discussed was about its vector form, the vector form of Coulomb's law. And in that particular theorem, we derived F21 is equals to minus F1. And even F21 is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q. I mentioned that the product is in any manner, should not be required to be like this only. We can write Q1, Q2 as well. But here, F21, then R2 minus R1 is mandatory. Cube into R2 minus R1. Right. So, by using this knowledge of Coulomb's law, today we are going to solve some problems based on Coulomb's law, and for that purpose, I wrote a question on the board, which is an application of Coulomb's law. I am going to give you some extra numericals based on the topics we discussed. So it is not necessary that the problems or the questions are from our textbook only. So please write the question, because this question is also not from our textbook. So you need to write the question as well. What the question asks: the repulsive force between two particles of same mass and charge, mind well, both of them are of same type of charge, separated by certain distance, is equal to the one of them. So the mass is given, E is given. What is that? Is equal to the one of them? Is equal to the weight force of one of them. Is equal to the weight of one of them. The weight of one of them. Weight of one of them. The repulsive force generated between these two is equal to the weight of one of them. The mass is equal to this, the charge of each is equal to this, the K value is this, and find the distance. It is given as certain distance. Find the distance between them. So this is an application of Coulomb's law. And as we can see, all the data is given in form of magnitudes only. So we do not need to worry about the directions or the force on a charge by the other. So we are not supposed to think about the which one going to create force, generate force on the other one. We just need to find the value of distance between them. And the force generated is given equal to the weight of any one of them. We know that the weight force of any body is equals to mg. W equals mg. So it is equals to mg here. I'll give you 1 minute. Please write the question. Now please focus on the board. Here, the repulsive force between them must be of electrical type, right? So, it is my advice to you that whenever you ask for any type of numerical question, then just try to collect all the given data in separate form. So here we have given mass of our particles, which is equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Then charge of each particle is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. We have to check these units of all given quantities as well, because they should be in same unit system. If it is not, then we have to convert, and for that purpose we are allowed to choose those quantities to be converted which are less in number, and different from the other ones. Now the value of K is equals to 9 into 10 raised to 9 K psi. That means all of these units given in same unit system. So we are asked for the distance between them r. So this is what we need to do. And for this purpose, what extra condition is given to us? It is the repulsive force. Let's write that force as an electrical force, because we know that that force generated between two particles because of their charge is an electrical force. So an electrical force generated is equals to what it gives? It equals to the weight of one of them. Weight force of any one of them. Now we know the formula according to Coulomb's law for an electrical force. What is that? It's K Q1 Q2 upon R square, which is in turn equals to weight force. Sir, what about this Q? Here we have given E. So Q1 is equals to Q2 are the charges present of the particles which are given same, equals to E. So the value of both of them is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 whole square, right? Divided by R square is equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27. And what is G? It's gravitational acceleration. What is its value? It's 9.8. But here, or in numerical purposes, generally it is given equals 10 meter per second square. So let's use 10. If you use 9.8, if the data does not give the value of G, then also the change in your answer is very minor, which is negligible. So don't worry about that. If you are not given the value of G in the question, then you should use 9.8. So I am waiting for your reply now. What is value of R? What is the value of R? I hope every one of you have your own calculators with you, as our Gujarat board allowed calculators, simple calculators, to calculate or multiply, divide such kind of digits. But in GNEET, you are not allowed to take calculator along with you. So if possible, try to solve the calculations by your own. I'll wait for 2 minutes only, as you are a mature student of 12th standard now. So just require 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Those who complete the calculation, please give your answer in chat. Raise your finger first and we'll allow you. So I can see that 10 of you are ready with the answer. And after multiplying these two quantities and then dividing it with this quantity, the final value of R, I am saying R, not R square. Some of you may forgot to take square root of the final answer. Then and then you will have your final answer of distance. That's R, which is equals to 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 1 meter or 0.12 meter. Your answer may in different form, but the final answer of R should be 0.12 according to my calculation. I hope all of you who raised their finger got the same answer. It may in some different form, that is to say, it's like 1.2 into 10 is to minus 2 meter or like that. But the final we can write as 0.12. Or you can write 12 into 10 is to minus 2 meter as well. Then also you are correct. So let's move on the next question. What will be the force between point-like charges, point-like having charges 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. Place 30 centimeter apart from each other in air. This is your question. What is the force between two point-like spheres having charges 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb placed 30 centimeter apart in air? So what we need to do first in our solution, let's separate the given data. Here we can see two different charges are given, right? So let's write it as Q1 and Q2, which is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7, 3 into 10 raised to minus 7. See, here also both of the charges given are positive. So the electrical force generates between them is of attractive type. Okay. We ask for that force. Now, what is the distance between them? Which is R, is 30 centimeter. And here it comes. Two quantities from the given data are in SI system, while the third quantity is given in CGS. So we have to convert it into centimeter to meter minus 2. Now it is okay. Then what else we require? Even though it is not given to us, we know that when we are going to write according to, when we are writing according to Coulomb's law, F is equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. We require K as well. So as we used it in previous numerical, now we remember that its value is 9 into 10 raised to 9 A sin. Right. So I am waiting for your answer. Just go for it. आप लोगों को ये क्वांटिटीज की दी हुई वैल्यू ऐड करनी है, मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड करनी है, देन यू विल हैव योर आंसर. So I request all of you to go for it. If you are not having your calculators, then go get it. So please raise your hands if you have your answer. You are ready with your answers now. The data used are 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 divide 30 into 10 raised to minus 2 whole square. Right? As both the charges are positive, the repulsive force gets generates between them, and the value obtained is 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton. Type repulsive force. Mind well, the unit is mandatory. If you miss to write the unit at the end of your answer, you may punish by 0.5 mark. Let's move to the next problem. The electrostatic force on a small sphere of charge 0.4 microcoulomb due to another charge minus 0.8 microcoulomb in air is 0.2 Newton. Find distance between them and second, what is the force on the second sphere? By first one, right? So our question is the electrostatic force on a small sphere of charge 0.4 microcoulomb. Let's start our given. Both the charges are different, so let's write Q1 and Q2. Q1 is equals to 0.4 microcoulomb. 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. Mind well, milli is denoted by M with the main unit. It means minus 3. Micro denoted by mu means you have to multiply your given digit with 10 raised to minus 6. Then pico, which is in turn equals to 10 raised to minus 12. Fermi, which is in turn equals to 10 raised to minus 15. Here I missed one, that is nano. It's not nano, it's nano denoted by n, which in turn equals minus 9. In given data, sometimes you will be given your values as they are too small. It may given in such forms also. So we have to convert it in simple SI unit systems. Okay. Similarly, for the second case, it is minus 0.8 microcoulomb. We have to convert it as 0.8 into 10 raised to minus micro 6 coulomb. Now the force between them is given, which is 0.2 Newton. And we know that the electrical force between two unlike charges, we can see that the charges given here are unlike. The first one is positive and the second one is negative. So the attractive force will generate, right? What else we require? K. Write it down by your own. Now you remember that value. You are well known with it. Now our first question is to find distance. Can't it similar to the problem we did previously? So just go for it by your own. And the second one asked is F dash. What it means, dash, it's a portion second one by one. That statement we'll write later. But first, go for your first calculation. This problem and the second last problem are from textbook exercise. So they are problem 1 and 2. The first thing we asked for is to find R square again, right? But just don't start like this, as we are interested to have 3 marks for the problem. Write down properly that according to Coulomb's law, F is equals to Q1 Q2 by R square. That's why R square is equals to Q1 Q2 by M. Then you will get your answer. Please raise your fingers when you complete your calculation. Is there anyone? And I hope your answer is the same as in first problem. I mentioned that this problem is exercise problem 2 and the previous one is exercise problem 1. And the answer you obtained for this is also 0.12 meter, or we can say 12 centimeter. Is it so or not? And we asked for the other thing, which is the force on second part. But we know that these two charges generates this much force between them. So whatever amount of force generated on the first charge by the second, the equal force will be generated by 1 on 2 as well. So force on charge 2 will be the same, that is 0.2 Newton attractive. Okay. I hope you remember that we discussed different types of charging as well in a second last lecture. We know that if we connect two charged bodies by means of some conducting material, then first the charge on each of them gets added together to make a total charge of a system. And then on separation, we will have two bodies of equal charges. So the another method which we learn is of induction, which is also a very good method. But in that first case, after separation of those two bodies, if we bring that any one of them to another charged or uncharged body, then the process will repeat. And that's why the amount of charge on that second body reduces if the next body or new body given to contact with it is chargeless. So let's take one such kind of example. For this particular example, I am not going to write the entire question on the board. So I request you all to write the question as I am speaking now. As I speak. Let's start. The electrical force between two particles having same mass and charge is equal to 5 Newton. Now, magnitudes of the charges of each of them are double. And distance between them is half. Find new electrical force between them. दो particles है, same mass, same charge वाला. Then they are at certain distance. The electrical force between them is 5. Initially, the force is 5 Newton. Now, the condition given is दोनों के चार्ज का मैग्नीट्यूड डबल्ड करना है. That is to say, Q1 dash equals to Q1 and Q2 dash is equals to Q2. Both the charges gets double and the distance between them gets half. R dash becomes half of the first one. Then we ask for the electrical force between them. 1 मिनट आपको दे रहा हूं, पहले सोचो कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगेगी. The force between two same charges equals this. The charges gets doubled thereafter and the distance between them gets half. So what will be the value of electrical force between them? In my opinion, you should write a formula for both the case. So according to Coulomb's law, F equals Q1 Q2 by R square, which in turn equals even. We can write it over here, that which in turn equals 5 Newton. This was the first case. Now, Q1 dash becomes and Q2 dash becomes, so the charges gets double and R dash becomes, that's why new electrical force, that is the place, is equals to 2Q1 2Q2 upon R by 2 square. Is it so or not? We can write this after simple formula for that is Q1 dash Q2 dash upon R dash. So it is 4 Q1 Q2 upon R square by 4, which is 16 Q1 Q2 upon R square. But from first, we know that Q1 Q2 by R square is equals to 5 Newton. So it is 16 into 5. From where? From 1. So the answer of new force is So the final answer is 80 Newton now, right? Let's move forward. Write down next question. Two identical metal spheres A and B carry charge Q. When separated by distance r, the force between them is F. Now, another identical chargeless sphere C, chargeless sphere C is first brought in contact with sphere A, and then separated. After separation, sphere C is contact to sphere B and separated. Now, the force between A and B from the same distance r is length Newton. Let me recall the question. Two identical small spheres A and B carry same charge Q. The value of charge given to us is Q. When separated by a small distance r, then the force between them is F. Now, another identical chargeless sphere, mind well, the next sphere given to us is chargeless, which is C, is first brought in contact with the sphere A. In the contact with sphere, so whenever two bodies of metal with charge contact each other, the charge accumulated and the total charge is a sum of the total charges on each of them. So what is the amount of charge present on the first sphere? That is Q. What is the charge present on the sphere C? 0. So the total charge of the system of this A and C is Q. Then separated. On separation, we know that the amount of charge present on the system divided equally. So now A and C both have charge Q by 2, Q by 2. Agreed? Okay. Now what happened? the sphere C after that separation is allowed to contact with the sphere B then. What is the amount of charge with B? Q. What is the amount of charge with C? Now Qi2. And they are connected. That's why the addition of charges takes place first, and then on separation, the total charge will divide into equal parts. Okay. And so now B has some new charge. A also have some new charge, and they are once again brought near at distance r. Brought near at a separation of distance r. Then what will be the amount of force between them now? Mind well, your answer will not going to come in a single digit form. It will be a multiple of f because we have given force f. So your answer should be some multiple of f. I am waiting for your answer for 5 minutes, and then we will solve together if you can. So previously we have given two identical metal spheres A and B. with charge Q, Q on each. Separation of them is R, right? Then A is connected to another sphere C, but here only A has charge, while here it is 0. So after separation of these two spheres, A and C, here the total charge is Q plus 0 equals Q. That's why the charge on both of them is Q by 2, Q by 2 respectively. Right. Now sphere C is brought in contact with sphere B, which also possesses charge Q, as like A. When this separation is there, the force between them is F Newton. Now here it's Q. What is the charge on C now? It's Q by 2. So the total charge is Q plus Q by 2, which is equals to 2 1 2 plus 1. Take LCM. Then 3Q by 2. And then it gets divided in equal of both B and C. So the value is 3Q. Half of this 2 2 ja. 2 શું કરવા જાવ 2 2 ja. Right. Now once again A and B bring near each other and separated by R. But now what is the value? This newly produced sphere is called A dash. This is called B dash. This is called C dash. Okay. So the values are Q by 2 on A and 3Q by 4 on B dash. That's why F dash is equals to K, Q A dash, Q B dash, charge of these two, and R square. Once again, what is the previous formula in initial stage? It's A Q Q by R square. This is our first formula. Now it is for newly prepared spheres after contacting. So it is K. What is Q at S now? What is Q at S? It's Q by 2. What is Q at S now? It's 3Q by 4 divided by R square. So let's separate QQ and R square and K to compare it with F. So now it's 3, 4 to the 8, K, QQ by R square. So the answer is 3F by 8 from 1. Let me give you one question for homework today. which is also a similar type. Two metal spheres with charges to Q and minus Q are separated by certain distance. The force between them is applicable. Now, they are connected by a conducting wire and separated out. Calculate electrical force now between them at the same distance from the same distance as it was previously. That's all. So this is your new question. Two metal spheres with charges to Q and minus Q are separated by certain distance. The force between them is F. Now they are connected by a conducting wire and separated out. Connected first and then separated out. Calculate electrical force now at the same distance as it was in previous case. So you can see the problem is almost similar to the problem we did previously. And so it is all for today. We'll meet tomorrow and continue the topic and if required the numericals from here. Please come with the completion of the given homework, and if required, I will send you a copy of some problems today or maybe tomorrow. So stay home, stay safe.